Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about a few basics into crypto. Probably one of the reasons why I've decided to start making videos on YouTube. Being in the UK, it's been quite difficult to find material online in terms of how can you get into this space. It's predominantly driven by the American market on YouTube, so specific issues in terms of uploading funds, where to upload them, has been quite difficult. So hopefully this is useful to the UK contingent. A lot of these sort of exchanges are global, so it should be beneficial to those overseas as well. So one of the reasons why I got into Bitcoin and altcoins and cryptos is because of the recent noise and headlines Bitcoin and blockchain have been making over the last couple of weeks and months. I got involved about 2.5 months ago, end of August, and this is just a couple of examples of some real headlines in the major press. In the UK and abroad. So you can see Bitcoin going to 10k, 8k all-time highs. So clearly this is something that's grabbed my attention, and it's probably grabbed a few others as well. So just wanted to touch base on the reasons, and clearly there's a bigger sort of awareness now with Bitcoin, with growing adoption, and I think this will only bring more interest into the market, certainly in the UK, where, as I've said, it's not that sort of mainstream in terms of trying to get involved. It's quite difficult, and not as easy as some of the other places, which as we'll see now. So the first, I guess, method of trying to get involved and get some bitcoins and altcoins is you need to upload some funds. I've used a couple which I've listed, which I'll go through one by one, and my reasons for using them. But as I said, essentially it's very difficult to get a clear sort of indication and safe way of doing so in the UK. So for me, I tried various sort of articles, Google, Reddit, trying to find out what's the best way of doing things, and also just trying to understand basics. Like, for example, trying to get involved in altcoins, it was really difficult to sort of understand. You actually need to obtain bitcoins before you can, say, buy Ripple. So that was something that I struggled and couldn't really find anything explaining it online. So hopefully this is useful to many of you guys. So first and foremost, Bitilicious is the first sort of place I sort of went to. For me, it was a really good experience in terms of really being safe, and you can see, I think, on trusted reviews, compared to most of the methods and other companies, it's got one of the better reviews. However, you do pay a premium for that. So, for example, if the Bitcoin price today is, say, 5,000 USD or £5,000, you'll notice you'll pay probably a 20% premium on top of that. So it's quite pricey. But I think if you have a view long term in terms of expect the price to really increase, then this is just a short-term issue that you'll have to face. But for me, if I need something instant and quick, Bitilicious is something that I would highly recommend. Also, I think one thing to note, and I think is the case for most of these, you'll have to go through some sort of KYC processes, and therefore there'll be some initial restrictions in terms of what you can do. But once you've uploaded some simple documents, it's relatively easy. You get your coins in your wallet within 30 minutes, an hour max, so it's relatively quick. Also, this is a one place where you can actually get some altcoins, albeit a few sort of limited supplies, but you can get Ethereum, and Strat is, so it's quite a useful sort of method to get altcoins direct. But yeah, so there have been a really good sort of experience in terms of if I need things instant, because some of the others take a lot longer, and it's quite frustrating if you want to get involved or you see an opportunity in the market, and as you guys probably know, it quickly changes and you can lose your window of opportunity. So Bitilicious is something that's very useful and recommended in terms of if you need something quick, and just bear in mind there's a premium to pay. So moving on to Coin Corner. So Coin Corner was probably one of the first ones I used, and I sort of tested the water. For me, in terms of uploading, it was relatively quick. It was, I think I did some, or I should say, a bank transfer, and it only took probably about a day or two max to do the transfer. However, this compared particularly to Bitilicious was extortionate in terms of the fees you pay. So some of the rates in terms of Bitcoin was a good say $500 or $600 more. So it's very, very high. And likewise, if you want to withdraw your coins back into your bank, again they'll sell you at below the market rate of something of a similar number, so another $500-600. So for me, it's good in terms of it works, but I probably wouldn't use them again, having now tested a few sort of alternatives. And then finally, I use Coinbase. So with Coinbase, for me, again, I think in the US it's very big. They've switched on some new features in terms of instant uploads. However, in the UK it's quite limited. We don't really have that feature as of yet. And also for me, it's really slow. So if I upload some money today, it takes several days. It can take maybe a week or 10 days for it to be uploaded. So I think for the long run, it's good if you just want to put money in there, and you sort of wait and have money ready, so you can convert yours into Bitcoin when the market's right. However, it's not very good if you need things instantly, because it's not accessible in that case in the UK. But I think for me, in terms of fees, it's the lowest out of all of them. I think you only pay 1 or 2%. So I think if you're not in a hurry, or you can wait in terms of just upload money and wait for the market to be on a downtrend, so you can buy Bitcoin at a relatively cheaper sort of price, I would highly recommend Coinbase. I've also included a link in the description. It's a referral link, so if you use this link, you'll get, I think, £7 in terms of your first upload. So there's a good benefit there if you want to sort of start off. So in summary, I would recommend Bitilicious if you want to try and get money in quick. So recommend that. And if you're more in terms of a long-term player, or just want to sort of bide your time but not pay as much fees, I would recommend Coinbase. They're the two I use, mainly Coinbase, because now that I'm in the market, I sort of use my own winnings to invest, so I'm not in as a hurry as I was with Bitilicious in some instances. For example, with the China flooding, when Bitcoin was quite cheap, I was using Bitilicious to buy Bitcoin. So I think it depends on the scenario. So if you're in a hurry, or if the market is having a massive slump and you expect it to recover quickly, then use Bitilicious. If not, highly recommend Coinbase, because the fees are relatively low, and it's relatively safe as well compared to some of the other players. And finally, Coin Corner, I wouldn't use again, because I've learned the hard way. It's very expensive. You end up being at a massive loss, and it's months before you can sort of recover those losses. So that brings me to the end of this quick video. I'll probably do another one on exchanges, because I had a similar sort of issue in terms of how do I use exchanges, which ones are the best in terms of fees. which ones can get me going quickly. So hopefully that will be useful for you guys as well. Please comment, like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you wish for me to go into detail in terms of how to do an upload on these. I think there's stuff online anyway, but if you guys want, I can do that separately if it's beneficial. Catch you in the next one.